Hey folks, welcome to the Real Anglers Fishing Show. I'm your host, Kevin Brandon. Now today's show, we're bugging out. That's right, lobsters. California spiny lobster. We're gonna show you how to go out there and do some hoop netting. You see these things right here? They're not UFOs. Nope, these are hoop nets. We're gonna show you how to use them. We're gonna show you how to bait them. We're gonna show you how to successfully use them to catch crab, lobster, all the crustaceans that you pay for at the store or the restaurant. We're gonna show you how to catch them on your own. We're also gonna break out the Department of Fish and Wildlife regulation book and the gauges to show you how to keep them so you don't get busted out there and you're doing everything the right way. Put down that remote control and kick those feet up and chill with us today on the Real Anglers Fishing Show. Let's go. All right, anglers, it's right here for a Promar hoop netting trip. I'm here with Ben Hung with Promar. How you doing, Ben?
Kevin, good to see you again.
Oh man, always a pleasure.
Yeah.
So right here at Ben's secret location, we can't tell you where it's at. The crawl's been really good. So we're gonna go out there and try some new products that they have on the market. Try to catch us some bugs, but right now Ben's gonna tell us about some of the great equipment that Promar makes and where we're gonna use it tonight. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Well, we're going to be using mostly our ambush Promar ambush nets over here, and these are 32-inch conical cell nets, 32 outer ring, and you got a smaller ring up on top and a bait ring on the bottom to put your bait into. And then we're also going to use our larger 36-inch eclipse nets. These eclipse nets, this one's got some wear and tear through it already. But these work real good too. They're a little bit bigger. You can see that they hold more volume than our regular ambush nets. 36 inches, and you get more depth too with these nets. Some of our new accessories. This one's really cool. This is what we call a seal-proof bait cage. This is probably one of our newest products. You'll notice that it's basically a PVC tube that has a lot of holes drilled through it, and we just stuff this full mackerel, fish carcasses, just stuff it so that all the bait starts oozing out of those holes on the outside there. And basically it just has a twist cap. It's got two snaps, so you can snap those right onto the bottom of our bait ring on the ambush or the eclipse. And also on all of our Promar nets we have that bait ring, which is real nice and handy for you to snap these bait cages onto. Or just our regular standard bait cages too. I like the regular bait cages, because there's just a lot more surface area that's exposed. Just some of our other accessories over here on the back of the boat. We have our LED light sticks, they come either in blue or in white. And the LED light sticks are great because you don't have to snap those chemical light sticks and throw, those one-use chemical light sticks. These are reusable. They have a strobe feature, or they have a constantly on feature, and then when they shut off, the actual housing glows in the dark. So even if it's starting to run a little dim, it actually that glow housing emits a lot of light. Again, the batteries are replaceable, so you can replace those batteries, and those are basically just 3 little watch type batteries.
So you got them last you for plenty of seasons.
Right. Reflective tape, which you'll see on all of our floats that we're using tonight. And with the reflective tape, any type of light that hits this, we're going to be using a flashlight tonight when we go search for our floats. When the light hits that reflective tape, it just bounces right back for miles. So highly recommend the reflective tape. We have them packaged like this, and they alternate with the red and the silver.
So do you use these to find your nets as well as that other boaters out there see, like
right.
reflectors, so that way, so they don't run over the rope and get caught?
So not only for us, but for other boats too. So for safety purposes, it's a great plus. And just some of the other things that we'll be using. It's good to have a nice headlamp. This is one of our newer models. It's rated at 180 lumens. It's got a tilting base, and it's just a super bright headlamp.
That's nice.
Set up.
You'd use this in the overnighters when you're reading in your bunk too. Read your book. I don't have one of these yet.
And then, don't worry, Kevin, we'll save one for you. We also have, of course, the gloves. We've had these for a while, but highly recommend everyone to wear some nice latex gloves. Those lobsters you'll see later on the spines on those lobsters. How they can tear your hands up if you don't have a nice pair of gloves.
That's why they call them spiny lobsters, and they get to kick you with that tail. And a bigger one, definitely want to make sure you have something to protect yourself.
Finally, everyone on the boat has to have a lobster gauge. So it's very important. Ours comes with not only the lobster measurement, but also the crab measurement as well. Crabs have to be 4 inches across. You can keep 35 crabs in California, rock crabs that is. And lobsters, the limit on lobsters is 7 lobsters. So that's about it. We're ready to go. If you are,
We're
so.
geared up, ready to go. We're gonna jump on here, the secret location, and try to get our limit on some hooping, on some spiny lobsters right here. With Promar, the odds are in our favor, so let's go out there and do some damage, man.
Let's go, Kevin.
Let's go. And away we go.
First net going out.
Rob. So just a little soft toss.
Very important. You don't want to get the rope caught in the prop. So you just kind of want to feed it out.
We're on that deadliest catch stuff right here. Watch your feet, make sure you're all clear. No ropes. Ready to go. Flex up that P for you. Team Promar. I'm Promar Man. Ready to activate my net. All right, go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Woohoo! Ha! Oh yeah.
Hit the jackpot, Kyle.
Look at that.
There we go. First pull.
Go ahead, Kyle, you got the gloves.
All right, Kev.
Woo!
First pull, man. Look at that.
That's it.
All right. Well, looks like we got
He's legal.
that guy's legal for sure, right there. So this goes across the carapace right here. It's got to be 3 1/4 inches, and this guy's a keeper.
So the spiny lobster is basically nocturnal. You don't see it during the day. Lower on the food chain. A lot of things like to eat it, so it comes out at night. Basically, this is our breakfast time, so we set out the nets before the sun goes down. Lay it out there for them. Let them come out. What's called the crawl. They crawl along the bottom, crawl into the nets. We got them all baited up. You guys seen that earlier? They're crawling right now pretty good. We got a few in the tank. Do some small ones back. We still got a few more nets to catch. Still got a few more nets to pull up, but pretty productive so far out here. The Promar guys putting it down. Captain Ben, and we're having a good time, right? What you think, Kyle? We having a good time?
It's pretty good so far. Got a lot of nets to pull, so we'll see what happens.
Either that or Promar Man.
Promar Man got.
Oh, nice! Look at that monster.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Look at on this side.
Oh, there's a big one.
All right.
Look at that big sucker.
Dog. There's one underneath the bait cage though too.
Oh, man, he's flipping and flopping, huh? Come here.
That's legal.
Yeah, shine the light right there. There you go. Whose light is that right there? It's perfect.
All right. Good shot. Grab this one right. Oh.
That was about our 20th pull there, and we're on about 24 lobsters now. So doing pretty good, almost averaging at least one legal per pull. That's what we came here for.
Crab. Oh, a lot of crab. Oh yeah.
Nice crab.
Yes, right.
It's like Babe Ruth calling a shot. Look at that. There you go, James.
All right.
Oh, crab.
All right.
Big crab.
Bring it in.
Crab.
Nice crab. Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Kevin Brandon side right there. Look at that.
Look at that. Show it up, Ben.
Kevin Brandon size rock crab.
He's been committed to the gym, isn't he?
Straight from Port Hueneme.
Lifting all those rocks down there.
As you can see,
That's what a legal rock crab needs to be. And as you can see, this guy is a Kevin Brandon size.
look at those muscles. Boy, I'm proud of those gains. Nice. this one here, we measured up. We got a nice pull here with a full net that pulled up. We're doing pretty good is for one thing, but also this one's right on the money. We're gonna let it go. You can see she's a female, reproducing female, and her being that close to limit and how good the fishing is today, we're just gonna go ahead and release her back. You know, sometimes conservancy is a big deal. Fishing's good, and you can just tell that, you know, we're being a reproducing female. More to come. She's right there on the as a keeper, but we're gonna let her go. Have some babies, more generations, more for us to catch later. So, it's your lucky night, sweetheart. Holy mackerel! Get that light in there. Woo! You hear that, folks?
That's how we do it.
I need to get a picture of that before we take
Look
them
at
out.
that.
Oh, goodness.
God.
Lay that down right here.
Bring that up to the GoPro too.
That's a full net.
Look at the size of that lobster tail, my God.
Let's see.
Woo! It's about yay big. Go right next to a filet mignon about the same size. All will be well. Promar, Real Anglers, getting it done. Let's go.
And then there's this guy. Hey, is this normal?
I wouldn't say it's normal, but
It's been normal for him.
when the moon's right and the tides are right, put your nets in the right spot, use the right gear, that's what's gonna happen. So, would I call this normal for this time of year? Yeah, I would.
Bugging out. Got one here. You know, this one's pretty much a keeper. Got a couple other shorts.
Oh yeah, might be 3 or 4.
So that's them.
Nice, guy.
They're out here. This is what we're looking for. Steady, consistent chew on them on the crawl. A lot of fun, man. Pulling these up. Tastes good. You might catch your own. Get your Promar gear and give it a try, man. It's real easy to do. You see how simple it is to set them up, pull them up, little workout, take them home. We're gonna barbecue these ones up tomorrow. I'd like to thank Ben for bringing us out. This guy's still eating it. It's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to thank Ben and Kyle for showing us how to do it. James, camera guy, had a great time. Looks like we're catching limits. Barbecuing some surf and turf tomorrow. Again, Team Promar is where it's at, man. Give it a try. Highly recommend it. A lot of fun. Anybody can do it. The Real Anglers Fishing Show. Let's go. So, gotta give you the knowledge, gotta give you the knowledge, gotta give you the knowledge. Plain and simple, right? Always keeping conservancy in mind. I want you poaching, and we also have to make sure that you are up to date on what's going on. So every year, Fish and Wildlife changes out their little regulation book. You either have saltwater or freshwater. It's gonna tell you about the different limits and stuff that you could have for every species of fish that we have out here. We're talking hoop netting and we're talking lobster, so one thing you're gonna need is a gauge. Tells you about the size of the lobster from the back of the little head to the tail. We'll show you that on the video, but you'll see where it goes right between the eyeballs, right to his tail, and then the other side goes for the crab. So you have your Promar gauge, lobster on one side, crab on the other. You're going to your Fish and Wildlife regulation book. Now this is the trick. This is the tricky one about lobster. You're allowed to have 7 in possession at a time. That means you can't go out every day and catch 7, and then 7, and then 7, and have 21 lobsters at your house. Once you eat 2, you can go catch 2 more. You can't have them after the season is over because nobody can prove that you didn't catch it after the season was over. So you have to eat them all before the season closes, and you have to make sure that you only keep 7 at all times. Again, Fish and Wildlife is out there. You're only looking to catch bad guys, so as long as you're out there doing everything the right way, you have nothing to worry about, you know? Open up your bucket, let them see what's inside. They go their way, you go your way. But remember, conservancy is key. We want to be able to catch these things for years to come, and if we're not doing our part to save them, they're going to take it away from us. So you got your gauge, you got your knowledge here. Only thing you do need to have extra, besides your fishing license, is a report card. That's mandatory to let them know what you caught. Make sure, again, you only have so many of them, and it's about this long, longer than anything that you've got in your pocket right now, but you have to have it. Again, without it, you're in trouble, and we don't want to get you in trouble. We want you to have the time of your life out there. out there making those memories. All right, so you seen last night we killed it. Hoop netting out there with the Promar guys and roll anglers. Caught limits for 4 guys, that's 28 complete. Lobsters for everybody, legals. We also got some rock crab. So we're gonna show you how we do our version of the surf and turf or crab boil, whatever you guys do in your neighborhood. We're gonna show you our version of it right here in Southern California. We got lobster still kicking, crab still crawling. Look at those claws. Looks like he's been working out with me a little bit. We have our 2 grills set up right here. One of them is gonna be for the seafood, one's gonna be for the steak, so that way they're cooking at the same time. Everything's done at the same time. We got our steaks right here. We got our fruit salad. Again, this is a Southern California edition, so we're gonna show you how we do it with fruit salad and some chilies and peppers, and the lady's gonna make up some pico de gallo. We're gonna have it all big old spread out. We got some potatoes in the oven right now. We got some salad. We're gonna bring it all together. We got kids out in the street playing baseball. We invite over some friends and family. We're gonna show you how we do our edition of the Surf and Turf Crab Boil in Southern California. The Real Anglers Fishing Show. These stars right here are the show. Promar supplied the hoops. We're gonna supply the cooking. We're gonna show you how you do it down here again in Southern California with the Real Anglers Fishing Show. Friends, family, neighbors, that's what you gotta do. When you catch your catch, share the wealth with those around you, bless them, and have a good time, because that's what it's all about. Good times.
Yeah, yeah. If you're coming from the north side, stand up. All my family from the south side, hold it down. From the east to the west, rockin' side to side. We from Oxnard, y'all with the 805. Lively up yourselves when you touch down in our town. Be ready to have a good time. The city lights and they shine so bright. Make you feel like a superstar. When you know everybody at the bar got you shine like the rising sun. Oxnard City, here we come. Find me on the west coast, SoCal, Oxnard, down south. The city where as kids we played the brand amok. By rocking 501s, white tees, and black chucks, my city. Remember when back in the days, cruising saviors on a hot sunny day. Chilling
So we're right here inside the kitchen. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do as far as the butter goes, and also show you back here, we're gonna boil up some of the crab here and some of the lobster. Some people don't want it on the grill like my mother, so we're gonna boil hers up here. She wants a whole lobster all to herself, so I've gotta take care of my mama. Right here, we're gonna do the flavored butter that we're gonna use to baste over the lobsters that are out there on the grill. Keep that flavor going the whole time. And then we have another pot here that's gonna be for the butter that we're gonna use for dipping all the little crustaceans in. Okay, so again, you gotta give your stuff flavor, right? As Emeril Lagasse would say, I don't know where you get your butter, but where I get mine, it doesn't come flavored. So we're gonna flavor it up. It's already melting here, we're gonna throw that in there. Right here, right here. Some granulated garlic. I like to get heavy with it. No kisses later. And then here's some teriyaki. Nothing fancy. And you can add whatever you like. You can put some pineapple juice in there. That'd be great. Give it more flavor. Make it a little tropical. But this is what we're gonna do today because this is what I got. So that's it. Just some garlic, butter, teriyaki. Again, you can put whatever you like in there. Let that go. Let it melt all down together. Let it simmer there for a little while. Let those flavors infuse. Take those out with my brush. Brush them over the lobster that are on the grill. Keep the flavors intensified. You'll see how it's gonna look when it's done. Let's see how the potatoes look. Want to see the potatoes? Got our potatoes right there. Herbed up. See the fresh herbs right in there. Looking good, looking good. That's how I do it in the Real Anglers kitchen. Simple and easy. Anybody can do it. You should do it.
dedicated to the one to pave the way for you and me. Everlasting love for our punk rock scene. One big melting pot where you can get some culture. It's our hometown, good or bad, no matter how it sounds now. A place where I learned how to keep my feet to the ground. Will always be a part of me. Lively up yourselves when you touch down in our town.
Think of that, Frankie.
Like a snake.
Like it.
Got some on butterflied up, like I was saying, showing you how we use some of the butter on there, on these ones. Nice and buttery. We're still gonna add some more butter later, some lemon. I can hear that sizzling, that searing. So now it looks like it needs to be opened up a little bit more. There we go, just like that. Sucker's over. Good to go. Steak, lobster, real anglers, the fellas, the kids. What could you ask for?
Yeah.
So this is my mother. That's Christina Brannon. I made her dinner. Our surf and turf. Just the way she likes it.
Yummy, yummy.
There you go, mother. What do you think?
Thank you, my love. It looks so good. I can't wait to sit down and eat it all.
So this is the spiny lobster we caught last night at Promar. Some steak, potatoes, and some salad.
Lemon and a salad. It all looks good.
Yep, we'll get you a little side of butter to dip that in, mother.
Oh, yes.
Thanks for being our guest today.
Thanks for having me.
Honor that mother. That's what we got to do. Thanks for coming, mother. Love you.
Love you too. Go Real Anglers Fishing.
Let's go. So we're gonna start right here with the ambush net, okay? So again, it looks like a little UFO, but it's not. It's perfect for when the little crustaceans crawl inside there. And it's basically like World's Deadliest Catch, you know, but the way we do it. So you have a little pocket here where your bait sits at. Everybody has their favorite. Some people say they sort by cat foods, people sort by chicken. I prefer to use heads from other dead fish, or you can go out and catch your mackerel or stuff with your sabiki rods, make your own bait, and stuff those in there. So what we're gonna do, since we are in the studio and they got rules and regulations, we're gonna simulate our fishes right here. Okay, big poncho baits, big chunky baits. Anyway, so what you're gonna do, you got a little pocket sewed in here. The old-fashioned way, what they would do, you would just tie your bait straight to the net, leave it exposed, and they want to run off with it, dine and dash, take it away from you, or the seals will eat it, or sharks or other fish. So nowadays they thought about everything and they made a little pocket here, right? So what you're gonna do is take your little baits, no matter what it is, your favorites. Take a piece of mono, because in that pocket you can still get little crabs and stuff to get in there, or the current can sweep it away. So what you want to do is take some monofilament. You could use zip ties if you want, lock it in there. Only difference is if you need to get to that, if your bait is old and soggy and you need to change it out because it's falling apart, or try some new bait, you know, that's always a good thing too. That it's easy to do some mono, but zip ties are pretty popular too. Tie that down. You might want to use 2 or 3 of them just to make sure it's secure in there. So basically the lobsters are at the bottom of the food chain. So at night you got other things coming out to get them, octopus, sharks, seals. So when they're out there getting it and they can get to your bait, that's easy access. So the best thing to do again is put that in there. Last thing you want is to be at the end of the rocks or into the jetty and run out of bait before you catch your limit. Then you got to call it a night. So make sure that's nice and secure. And then we also have another one, which is called the suspender here. Get out of our Maui Gym bag of tricks, is the suspender right here. Already opened up, ready to get some bait in there. So what this does is it's the same thing, except for it's a cage. It suspends across, just like that, across the net. These are made for these bigger nets that we have right here. Goes from one side to the other. It doesn't fit in it doesn't fit inside the ambush net. It's too short, and I give you this little pouch here. So it's perfect for these ones here. It goes right across the whole top of the net, stays suspended, and again, that way that they can't get in there and get all your baits. So once you got your bait in there, your favorite, you can use them mackerel, catch some mackerel with your sabiki jig set up. Think about freshness. That's what I think about. What am I gonna eat? If I go out to eat them, I want some old stale meat, or do I want some new meat? So if you catch some bait that day, maybe some mackerel during the daytime with your sabiki set up, stuff it in there. Again, I think that fresh is better, right? Everybody likes fresh. So the more appealing it is to them, hopefully you do better out there fishing than everybody else. Use as many things that you can for your favor to catch as many that you can catch. While everybody's trying to figure it out, you're getting it done real quick. Last thing again you want to do is run out of bait before you catch your limit, because then the night's all bad. What you want to do is let these sit for about 20-30 minutes on the bottom of the ocean, read a book, enjoy a beverage, talk to your lady, talk to your kids, go fishing pole out and kill some time. But hoop netting is like pulling up treasure chests, right? You're pulling it up, which got your rope right here. And again, with your rope, you want to go different depths, you know, depending on where you're at. Throwing it off a jetty, maybe 10 or 20 feet. Off of a pier, you got the length from the pier to the water plus the depth. Off of a boat, when we show you in the clip, we were fishing, I think, something like 70 feet of water using a little pulley mechanism to pull it up. So, depending on where you're at, is how long you want your rope to be. Okay? Throw that down, let it sit there. Pull it up when you're ready. Doom. There you go. Catching your crab, your lobster. One more quick thing is if you're fishing off of a jetty, we lost a couple of nets last year. We were pulling it towards us, and the way it's shaped, it gets stuck in the rock. So make sure you try to climb down on the rock and do your best to get your net back. Captain's keeping us on the fish. Moved around that Channel Islands, around Anacapa. You caught it. Mr. Brandon, good job. This is a nice one right here. Totally happy, huh? There you go. Good job, buddy. What number are you? 4. Go put it in your bag.
I thought fishing was, you know, a little boring, but I think I love fishing now.
Why?
Pretty fun. It's peaceful.
Never change about how I feel about you.
How many fish have you caught in your life?
2.
2? How many? When? Today?
Yeah.
All today? All right. Good job, man. Oh, this one might be keeper. Bring it in. There you go. Bigger fish. Big fish. Another scope, another nice chucklehead. Nice going, buddy. Oh, man, he farted on you. That's your first fish? Second? Good job, man.
Fun. Really fun.
How many fish did you catch? 2?
It was such a great trip. We had such a lot of fun. Kids caught a lot of fish. Had a great time. Can't wait to do it again. I would like to thank all you guys for helping us out to come out with this field trip. It was really cool. I think the kids got a lot of experience out of it. They learned how to fish, how to hook up their own line and whatnot. So it was cool, man. I want to say thank you guys.
Would you say that you love me too? Would you love me too? Every minute, every hour, every day, I think about you, baby. If I ask you, would you say that you think about me too? Think about me too. 'Cause I remember the first.
Bugging out. That's right. That's the end of the show today, folks. Hope you enjoyed as much as we did, catching them, eating them. Hope we gave you enough knowledge to let you see how easy it is for you to go out there and do this on your own and catch those memories that last you a lifetime. Get all your family involved, get a couple of hoop nets, some Promar gear, and get out there and give it a shot. Thank you very much for joining us today on Real Anglers. Catch yourself a memory. Let's go.